Week 2 of NFL football is now on tap, and here to talk about the Dallas Cowboys, we have Silver Star Nation's Mickey Spagnola. Mickey, thanks for joining us.
Good to be with you.
So I guess obviously we have a matchup this week with two teams coming off of tough losses. How are you feeling about the Dallas Cowboys coming in this one, down Dak Prescott and starting Cooper Rush?
Yeah, it's certainly not an ideal situation, but the Cowboys have to make the best of it as they can. I noticed in the locker room that it didn't seem like anybody was down in there. I understand the fans are down. They're ready to give up after losing one game the way they lost it, yet 16 games to go. I think just talking to the players this week, they have a certain level of confidence with Cooper Rush. They saw him perform last year in his first NFL start, his only NFL start, beating Minnesota on the road 20-16, threw for 300 yards. So I think they have confidence in him that he can do this. Now it's a matter of everybody else doing their job too. You don't have to do it better, you just need to continue to do it the best you can. And I think Cooper has more confidence in himself, proving that, yeah, I can do this in the NFL. He did it in college. He was pretty good. It's one of the reasons why he's with this team right now. So, yeah, it's full steam ahead with a backup quarterback, knowing that you sure would rather be 1-1 Sunday evening than 0-2.
For sure, and it seems like there is something that these fans can be excited about, and that is this defense. I mean, talk about putting on a great performance. I mean, they got to be feeling pretty excited coming into this one.
Yeah, I'm sure that they're it was very gratifying that they held Tampa Bay to 19 points, held Tom Brady to just one touchdown pass. But in the back of their mind, they're thinking, but we gave up 151 yards rushing, 127 of those to Leonard Fournette. And knowing going into this game how much Cincinnati, even though they got Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and all those guys on that receiver core, they like to rely on their running back, Joe Mixon. And the Cowboys can't allow him to do the same thing that Fournette did to him the opening Sunday. So they need to be better run defense, especially on the perimeter, as we saw Tampa Bay getting the ball to the outside. It was almost like they went back to old student body left and ended up running for big yards against the Cowboys. Can't have that because that makes Joe Burrow even more dangerous at quarterback if that happens.
For sure. I think it's going to be a fun one to watch. And this is a team that the Dallas Cowboys, if I'm not mistaken, have beaten the past 4 times they have played. But, I mean, I know you have your keys to a victory, but what do you think is going to be a major key for this game for the Cowboys?
Well, the offensive line needs to take the next step. They need to play better. I know they're young, can't have the false starts that they had in the season opener. Most of them were Terrence Steele. They need to play clean. They had 10 penalties. It's hard to overcome the yardage, especially when the majority of those penalties were on offense. So it creates long down and distance that you have to overcome, and it makes the job even tougher. We saw how tough it was on Dak Prescott. Imagine how tough that would be if the same thing happened on your backup quarterback. So that's the first and foremost thing that they can help Cooper Rush out with. Don't commit a bunch of penalties to always having to push the ball back.
Awesome, as always. Thank you, the man, the myth, the legend, Mickey Spagnola. We'll talk to you next time.
Okay, I'll be here.